Do you ever notice a strange looking car on the road? Or perhaps you are proud to own a significantly unique vehicle than the standard off-the-shelf versions. Join us on an experience around the globe for the top 10 most popular, craziest, and strangest cars ever, wondering about the fantastic design ideas that have ever been realized. The term car is said to have been borrowed from the Latin word carus. In 1886, with the introduction of the Carl Benz patent motor wagon, the automobile as we know it today was born. To many, the functioning of the modern economy would be impossible if not for the widespread availability of personal cars. Let's talk about the most unique and exciting automobiles ever created. I'm gonna blow your minds with some fantastic things. Follow me and click the subscribe button to be the first to see our newest and finest videos. In the 1950s, Chrysler wanted to eliminate the idea that it made cars with boxy shapes. Someone must have obtained the idea for this vehicle from a strange alien craft. The CEO of Chrysler, Virgil Exner, asked for it to be made to show off the company's high performance and extreme design goals. It was first shown at the Salone di Torino in 1955 and then traveled around Europe and the United States. The name Gilda came from the character played by Rita Hayworth in the classic 1946 film noir, Gilda. The car's cockpit, which isn't very big, is up front and its big tail fins start at the front. The car is painted in two colors. The darker color is on the lower part of the body. Hit your stomach hard and fill your eyes up. Tesla. Paul Arzins, a French artist, designer, and engineer, made l'œuf électronique, the electric egg, for himself in 1942. Elon Musk of today deserves credit for making EVs more popular, but his product isn't the first or only of its kind. The vehicle has a maximum speed of 37 miles per hour and a range of 60 miles. Long before the first electric Smart for 2 hit the streets, and over half a century before EVs had any mass production validity, the Egg was the ultimate city automobile. It was introduced far before Smart for 2. It was cutting edge, unique, and a masterpiece of design. Arzins made the car out of aluminum and plexiglass, and chose an electric drivetrain because gasoline was hard to come by because of the war. It would go as fast as 70 kilometers an hour and travel 100 kilometers. William Stout, an aviation engineer, was the brains behind the development of the Scarab, which was a precursor to the modern minivan. To claim that the Stout Scarab was the world's first minivan would be dishonest and misleading. The Scarab had an entrance for passengers in the middle of the vehicle, ambient lighting, power locks, and adjustable seats. The car that Stout produced was both practical and comfortable. He needed the Stout for long car rides with his family nationwide. To ensure the ride is secure as possible, the chassis is designed with independent control arms, coil springs, and hydraulic brakes. Only 9 Scarab aircrafts were ever built due to World War II. The car that Stout owned and operated for more than 250,000 miles is quite uncommon now. This displays the practical engineering and design that went into the project. A Chaparral 2J would be built by a team that tried its hardest to win. As a result, the 2J was made illegal. It shocked me. The 2J is an excellent example of how innovative engineering can be. The car's excellent 2 engines are good reason to keep going. It used a massive Chevrolet V8 engine to move the car. The next engine to break through was very small. Why have a second, less powerful engine if it doesn't add anything? The thing is, they didn't use that extra motor as a backup or to give the wheels a little more power. This engine ran 2 fans that pulled air from under the car. This helped with downforce, aerodynamics, and handling. Before it was banned, the 2J's new feature helped win a few Can-Am races in 1970. Even though it was only around for a short time, it has a great place in history. Most cars and trucks have 4 wheels. On the other hand, the Reliant Robin is different because it only had 3 wheels instead of 4. This type of fiberglass car was the second most popular one ever made. For a while, Reliant was the biggest privately owned car company in the UK. Over 30 years, the Reliant Motor Company in Tamworth, England, made many different kinds of Reliant Robins. When it first came out to the public in 1973, the MK1 Robin was well liked for its sleek design and low price. The Sun newspaper gave it away the last Reliant Robin ever made, created in 2000 on Valentine's Day in 2001. Brits call the Reliant Robin a popular model of the company's 3-wheeled cars, the plastic pig because it looks different from other cars. The little yellow van that Del Boy Trotter drove in Only Fools and Horses is the most well-known Reliant car. Even though it's not a vehicle, the Thrust SSC currently retains the record for having the highest top speed on land. It is equipped with jet engines and is used by the Royal Air Force. On October 15, 1997, it attained a rate of 1,228 kilometers per hour, faster than the speed of sound. There has been no alteration. The McDonnell Douglas F4 Phantom II was geared up with a variety of 2 Rolls-Royce spray turbofan engines, which were used to power the Thrust SSC. People in the Black Rock Desert in Nevada were able to hear a sonic boom as the SSC breached the speed of sound. Andy Green, a pilot with the Royal Air Force, described his time in the SSC as massive and out of control. The Fiat Multipla is one of the most bought cars in the UK, type 186. The Multipla's windshield is pretty big. In the back, there are 2 sets of 3 seats, and in the front, there are 2. In a Multipla, you can move the front seats, and the back seats can be folded down or taken out. Because the trunk is so big, this is an excellent choice for a family car. Drivers don't like the Multipla because it needs to, look better. In 1999, the Multipla was part of a New York Museum of Modern Art show called The Different Roads Vehicles of the 21st Century, Car of the Year 2000, and winner of the Top Gear's Ugliest Car Award. The Multipla was made for the first time 18 years ago. The Sunday Times called it one of the ugliest cars of the year. Dubai-based car maker Devel 16 has the money to start making cars, but he might need business or technical skills to go along with it. Since 2013, the 5,000 horsepower V16 hypercar has been developing. Still, engine reliability worries have caused production delays that have kept it from competing with the Bugatti. So I put it on our list of the 30 worst cars ever made with the note that it will change the industry when it comes out. Late in 2019, the company told its shareholders that the project was still going, but it didn't give any more information. We're looking forward to getting the car soon. In 1953, 56, and 59, General Motors showed off Firebird prototypes inspired by World War II fighter planes. The name Firebirds is catchy, but these cars are more like jet fighters than they are like birds. They made 4 of these perfectly aerodynamic Firebirds over the years. Some unusual things about them were their bubble-topped canopies, tail fins, tiny wings, and joysticks for steering. The idea behind this addition was to make driving a car feel more like flying a futuristic jet. Gordon Murray made the McLaren F1 because he thought it was essential to bring back cars. That put the driver first at a time when computers and electronics were taking over more and more. The new GMD T50 is very different from the other hypercars on the market. The car's numbers aren't awe-inspiring, except that its top speed is 12,100 RPM. The car's weak points are that it takes a long time to go from 0 to 60 miles per hour and is not very aerodynamic. After taking it for a spin, you'll find out why it's worth £2.4 million. This car is meant to give you a complete experience when you ride in it. The traditional manual gearbox with 6 speeds has been put back in. Murray should be in charge of making sure that this car for drivers of the future is made. This is the last supercar to use old-fashioned technology. We appreciate you staying with us to the very end. Leave a comment below telling us which automobiles you think are the most bizarre and wacky ones that have ever been produced. Keep an eye out because more incredible videos are coming to you.